This video will be about adding and subtracting positive and negative integers. And we're going to use the metaphor of poker chips, where black poker chips are positive integers and red are negative. So there are four different cases you could see when you're adding integers. The simplest is the one you've been doing since first or second grade. Adding positive integers. 15 plus 20, 35. You have 15 black chips, you add 20 more black chips, you have 35 black chips. The same logic works when you're adding two negatives. If you have 10 red chips and you add 11 red chips, you're just stacking the same color chip. So you're going to end up with 21 chips, and they're red, so they're going to be negative. Negative 21 would be your sum. Letter F is the same as letter B. 20 red chips, we add another 13 red chips, and we end up with 33 red chips. So the sum is negative 33. When you have one positive and one negative and you're adding, they're not going to stack up. You're going to have separate stacks and they're going to battle one another. And what I mean by battle is every black chip is canceled out by one red chip. So if you have one black chip and one red chip, they cancel out and make a sum of 0. That's called a zero sum in math. So let's take a look at letter C. We have negative 4 and positive 9. 4 red chips and 9 black chips. So I'm going to draw a crude diagram here. 4 red, 9 black. Well, you can see those first 4 black chips are all going to get canceled out by the 4 red. So right now we have a sum of 0. And since there's 9 black chips, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, you can see that there's 5 extra blacks. So the sum of negative 4 plus 9 is 5. Notice, 9 minus 4 is 5. And what I like to do is put a little crown over the integer with the greater absolute value, meaning the taller stack. So here we do 9 minus 4 and we get 5. And the reason it's positive 5 is because the positive stack is taller. So the positive stack wins the battle. If you look at letter D, it's a similar situation. We have positive 12 and negative 11. Once again, the positive stack is stronger, so it's going to win the battle. So we're going to crown that the champion. And then we're going to do 12 minus 11 and get 1 and make our answer positive 1 because, again, the positive stack is taller. For letter E, we have our fourth situation. 1 positive and 1 negative, but the negative is more powerful. The negative stack is taller because 21 is greater than 15, so I'm going to crown that the champion. 21 minus 15 is 6, so our answer is negative 6 because the negative has a greater absolute value. So these are our 4 cases for adding. Positive plus a positive, just a bigger positive. Negative plus a negative, more negative. 1 negative, 1 positive. Here we're going to have a battle. Battle means subtract. 9 minus 4 is 5. It's positive 5 because the positive stack is taller. 12 minus 11 is 1. It's positive 1 because the positive stack is taller. 15 plus negative 21. Well, we do 21 minus 15, we get 6, but it's negative 6 because the negative stack is taller. And letter F is just 2 negative stacks joining forces to make negative 33. For subtracting integers, you can change subtraction to an addition problem and then use the rules that we've just learned up here to get our answer. So this is a little bit similar to when you're dividing fractions and you do keep, change, flip to change to multiplication. When you see a subtraction problem, you can change it to addition one by using keep, change, change. Keep the sign of the first number, change the subtraction sign to addition, and change the sign of the second number to the opposite sign. So first, let's go through and do keep, change, change. 15 minus 20. That's the same thing as 15 plus negative 20. We kept the 15, we changed subtraction to addition, and we changed positive 20 to negative 20. Letter B, negative 10. And you know what? Since the first step is keep, I'm going to actually go through each problem and just rewrite the first integer. Notice I'm not changing anything. I'm literally just rewriting this first integer. Now I'm going to go through and put an addition sign in. The second step is change subtraction to addition. Third step, change the sign of the second number to the opposite sign. So this negative 11 becomes 11. This 9 becomes negative 9. And sometimes you'll see parentheses here. That does not mean absolute value. These parentheses are just cosmetic, meaning they're put there to make it look a little cleaner and avoid this situation of having an addition sign and a negative sign right next to one another. Letter D, change positive 12 to negative 12, put in parentheses for cosmetics. Negative 21 changes to positive 21. Negative 13 changes to positive 13. 10 changes to negative 10. 30 changes to negative 30. And negative 98 changes to 98. All right. First, I'm going to go through, well, let's actually go through these one by one. 15 plus negative 20, one positive, one negative. So remember, we're now going to just apply the rules for addition that we learned up here because we've changed all these subtraction problems to addition ones. Here, negative 20 is going to be the champion. It's the taller stack. So 20 red chips battle 15 black chips. We're going to have an extra 5. 20 minus 15 is 5, and those extra 5 are going to be red, so negative 5. Letter B, once again a battle. Negative 10 plus 11. Here the 11 is stronger, has a stronger absolute value. 11 minus 10 is 1, and it's positive 1 because the positive was stronger. Letter C, negative 4 plus negative 9. Here we just have two negative stacks. So 4 red chips plus 9 red chips, 13 red chips. Letter D is same as letter C. 2 red stacks, so we add them up and we get negative 23. Letter E, here we have just a simple positive plus positive. So we get positive 36. Letter F, we have a negative 20 and a positive 13. The negative 20 has a greater absolute value, so it's stronger. So it's going to be the champion here when we battle. 20 minus 13 is 7. 7 is not the answer. The answer is negative 7 because the negative has a greater force. Letter G is just like letters C and D. A negative plus a negative is a greater negative, negative 22. Letter H, positive 20 plus negative 30, a battle. 30 bad guys battle 20 good guys. 20 good guys killed 20 of the bad guys, leaving 10 bad guys who survive, negative 10. So battling good and evil is another metaphor we can use for positives and negatives. We'll use that for letter I as well. We have 99 evil soldiers battling 98 good soldiers. Unfortunately, the 99 evil are going to win, and precisely one of them will survive this battle. So the sum of negative 99 plus 98 is negative 1. Quick recap. When you see subtraction, use keep change change to change the problem to addition. Once you've changed it to addition, there are only 4 possible cases. A positive plus a positive is more positive, a negative plus a negative is more negative, or we could have a battle between good and evil where we have 1 negative, 1 positive, and we have to subtract the absolute values and see which side comes out on top.